Mm.
So Sean, I read your book Guilty.
Uh-huh.
Very interesting book, one of the best books I've read, especially from a Caribbean writer.
Thank you.
I have a lot of interesting parts in it, as you can see, I have them highlighted.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
My first question I would like to ask is, what made you write the book, and what made you decide to write it with these, intriguing characters?
Well, I had written a film before. It wasn't a film initially, it was a dialogue film. And the process with the film, the cost, the collaboration necessary, it was challenging to do another film. And I said I would challenge myself to write a book instead. So that's really where it started, because for some reason I like to write, so I just decided actually to do a book rather than a film.
Okay. Another interesting question is, we have specific characters, and the characters all have their own personalities. What made you think of the different characters in the book? First, let's start with Phil.
Yeah. I can't say where the characters come from. I think for creative people, they're there. I remember reading a book by Eric Jerome Dickey, and at the end of it he said, well, the characters were talking to him until they came into the room and had this whole conversation, which sounded like a crazy person, but I can actually relate. They actually start to tell their own story as you write. Things, the way they interact, the way the conversation goes, starts to drive the story in different places. But I think, Phil just turned up. Phil is an interesting person, I think, I find funny enough, oftentimes people ask about other characters in the book, even though the book is about Phil. But I wanted someone that was relatable, somebody who was ordinary, somebody that people could say, yeah, I know somebody like that. And then once you connect to him, the things that happen to him then make a lot more, they have more of an impact because you can relate to this guy. So that's Phil. Who else you want to know about?
Well, since you said the characters started to create themselves as you decided to write, my interesting question would be Guilty. Because Guilty can take plenty spins if you didn't read the book.
Yeah.
It could be guilty as in, a relationship between a male and a female, and he's guilty of doing something. It can be guilty as in guilty temptations or thoughts, and it can be guilty in terms of law.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really say exactly what's in the book because I want everyone to read it for themselves, but what made you decide the title?
I think you said it so beautifully. The title applies to so many things that do actually happen in the book. And so, it's a fitting title, and people usually like when the title fits the book. That's one. And two, a big part of whether somebody's going to read a book or not is the actual title. If the title isn't something that catches them, they ignore it. And I think guilty is something that immediately calls your attention. So that's some of the reasoning behind guilty.
Oh, well, it's a very nice book, I must say. I guess when we go more into discussion about the book, the different things about it that I like, there's a lot of pointers I can point out, different areas in it I really, really think that stands out to me, and stories that I think relates to a lot of people that I know. And that's one thing about the book. Even though there were characters that you created, the book relates to several people on several different levels. And my next question would be, did any of it come from anything you've heard from your friends or stories you've heard?
How real it is?
Yes. But I wouldn't think it's well.
But there's a disclaimer. It's a work of fiction.
Okay.
No, the thing is, I think most fictional work is a mixture of the author's experiences, either personal or through, by extension, people he knows, and also through his imagination, and it all melds to form the story. And then my style, I like realistic stuff, so I wanted to keep the story realistic. I wanted it very relatable. So I wanted to keep it on target, that anybody who read the book could say, you know what, yeah, I know these people, I know people like this. So that's I wouldn't say it's a lot of personal experience. It's just a combination of imagination and things that once in life things happen. Sometimes it comes from a news item on TV or on the radio, and but then it just falls into the story, Yeah.
Well, that's very, very, very nice. Do you think you will have any other books after this one?
Definitely. There's the book ended as like a cliffhanger, and some people have been very upset because they said you can't leave me hanging.
Me?
Most people are, I think, pleased because there's more to come and it's something to look forward to. And so I have started writing the continuation on Guilty, definitely.
Okay, and I know you said you did movies before. If the book is really, really successful, do you think that you'll be willing to, transform it into a movie?
I would love to. I think it'd be really nice. I mean, if the opportunity presents itself that we can make it happen, I think it'd be good. It'd be another Bajan film, but I think it would have a very wide appeal, and I think it'd be very entertaining.
Okay. Well, I think I asked most of the questions. I can give you a compliment now and say, hopefully, I think hopefully I would like that it would get to the level where it goes to international markets and give Jerome Dickey a little rival and give Zane a little rival on the markets, and get it on Kindle.
Okay.
I'm thinking about getting it on Kindle. Hopefully you can get that done and that will work.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I'm glad that you think so highly of the book. It is on Kindle. It is on Kindle.
Oh, nice.
It is on Kindle. It's available for all ebooks, all e-readers. Sorry. So for Kindle, there's an Amazon site. And for the e-readers, it's at Smashwords. So once you plug in Smashwords and the title of the book, you can get it.
Well, I guess. So I will be telling all my friends that they should go get the book.